Anyone who's cooked pasta knows it's nearly impossible to break dry spaghetti noodles into two pieces. Usually the noodles bend, they split into a few large pieces, and then splinter into tiny ones that fall onto the floor and inevitably end up rolling under your stove. Those unusual shattering patterns of dried spaghetti sticks have stumped scientists for years. But now MIT mathematicians have put their heads together to solve the pasta mystery and show how breaking the dry noodles into 2 and not 24 pieces can be accomplished. Their new study shows that researchers have discovered the best way of breaking pasta into 2 even pieces. The study says understanding and controlling fracture dynamics remains one of the foremost theoretical and practical challenges in materials science and physics. Fracture behavior of elongated, brittle objects such as fibers, or in this case pasta, has previously been studied in the 1950s by Nobel Prize winner Richard Feynman. He documented that dry spaghetti almost always breaks into more than 2 pieces when bent. Then in 2005, French physicists discovered through their experiments that when a stick is bent evenly from both ends, it will break near the center curve, creating a snapback reaction or a vibration that further breaks the stick into multiple pieces until the vibration subsides. Their study won them the 2006 IG Nobel Award for Physics. But for this current study, the MIT scientists decided to build a machine specifically used to controllably twist and bend hundreds of spaghetti sticks. Each end of the machine had a clamp that held the stick of spaghetti in one piece. One clamp would rotate and twist the dry noodle by various degrees, while the other clamp slid toward the twisting clamp so that the spaghetti would bend. The researchers discovered through their experiments that if the spaghetti is twisted at 270 degrees and then carefully and slowly bent at the speed of 3 millimeters per second, yes, it's a math problem, but it will indeed snap perfectly into 2 equal pieces. While this may seem like the kind of study only foodies and chefs would care about, the mathematicians believe their data could help scientists figure out how to control fractures in other spaghetti-shaped materials, such as engineered nanotubes. Total Recall, here we come. The LA subway will become the first mass transit system in the US to install body scanners that screen passengers for weapons and explosives. The development of the portable scanners, which project waves to do full body screenings of passengers walking through a station without slowing them down, will happen in the coming months. The machines scan for metallic and non-metallic objects on a person's body, can detect suspicious items from 30 feet away, and have the capability of scanning more than 2,000 passengers per hour. Officials demonstrated the new machines recently, which are being purchased from ThruVision. They look specifically for weapons that have the ability to cause, quote, a mass casualty event, like explosive vests and assault rifles, and not necessarily looking for smaller weapons that don't have the ability to inflict mass casualties. In addition to the ThruVision scanners, the agency is also planning to purchase other body scanners, which resemble white television cameras on tripods. They have the ability to move around and hone in on specific people and angles. It's not known how many of the machines are being purchased or the timeline for deployment, but employees and police officers first have to be trained on how to use the equipment. Signs will be posted at stations warning passengers they are subject to body scanner screenings. The screening, well, is voluntary, but customers who choose not to be screened, you won't be able to ride the subway. The TSA tested body scanners in New York's Penn Station in February and has also conducted tests at Union Station in Washington, D.C. and at a New Jersey transit station during the 2014 Super Bowl. About 150,000 passengers ride on Metro's Red Line daily, and the subway system counted more than 112 million rides last year. U.S. entrepreneur and cryptocurrency investor Michael Turpin filed a $224 million lawsuit against AT&T, accusing it of fraud and gross negligence in connection with the theft of digital currency tokens from his personal account. In a 69-page complaint filed with the U.S. District Court in Los Angeles, Turpin alleged that on January 7th, the tokens were stolen from him through what he alleged was a digital identity theft of his cell phone account. In the complaint, he said AT&T was his service provider. AT&T said, "We dispute these allegations and look forward to presenting our case in court." At the time of the theft, the 3 million stolen tokens were worth $23.8 million. Turpin is also seeking $200 million in punitive damages. The complaint said that AT&T had been previously contacted by law enforcement authorities about such frauds. Cryptocurrencies have a market capitalization of about $200 billion, according to data from virtual coin tracker CoinMarketCap.com. 9 years after Bitcoin came into existence, the market has seen the emergence of more than 1,800 digital currencies. The complaint claimed that the theft of the tokens occurred through what is called SIM swap fraud. SIM stands for Subscriber Identification Module, and SIM cards are used to authenticate subscribers on mobile devices. SIM swapping consists of tricking a provider into transferring a subscriber's phone number to a SIM card controlled by someone else. Once that person gets the phone number, well, it can be used to reset the subscriber's passwords and access online accounts, and of course, steal their cryptocurrency.